Hello, Atlanta Falcon fans. Welcome to Sports Birdie, the network dedicated to bringing you the latest and greatest in sports tweets. My name is Paul, and I'm rocking my special Atlanta Falcon t-shirt today. And the reason is because we have a special episode here that's dedicated 100% to giving you the tweets that happened this offseason from the Atlanta Falcon players. So let's check it out. First tweet comes in from fullback Ovi Mahaley, who says, yes, Falcons got a fullback in the draft. And I'm thinking, why does this guy want a fullback? He is a fullback. That just means more competition to him. But he says, I finally got a rookie with a signing bonus that can get me my Cracker Barrel, breakfast, and Popeyes. So apparently Ovi's like, hey, look, I don't care about competition. What I care about is getting my free meals. So got to give him his props there. All right, next one. Tony Gonzalez says, jet lag sucks. Up researching how to buy and season a wok. Not that easy. And I'm like, I don't understand this at all. Like, I thought you seasoned food and you cooked it in a wok. Why do you need to season a wok? I don't know. But apparently Tony's got this all covered here, so he's way more knowledgeable than I am on the food scene. Next one from Tony says, the wife and I at the NFL draft party. Great picture of him and his lovely wife here on the red carpet. And look at that rock she has on her finger. That thing is so big. It's like the picture is zoomed out 100%, but the rock looks like she's got a goiter on her finger or something so dang big. All right, moving on. Gonzalez says, one of the foods I got to try while in Singapore. It's fish head soup with a pineapple on top. Surprisingly good. And I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, this just looks like a hot mess to me. It's a big fish head just chopped off, put in the pot here. Throw a piece of pineapple on the top and I guess some asparagus floating around. I don't know. Doesn't look good to me, but I guess we'll have to trust Tony on that one. All right, next tweet from wide receiver Harry Douglas says, my best friend and my goddaughter. And got a great picture here, so cool to see the big football player looking out for the little girl there. Next one from Harry Douglas says, Heat versus Knicks tomorrow and Sunday Hawks versus Celtics. You will find me at both games. Gotta show my support. So this guy loves some b-ball and loves to rep his teams. All right, next one coming from him says, I have nothing but love for these kids for picking me up and letting me know it's okay. Much love. And check this out. They got like 3 little kids trying to lift him off the chair. I bet you that guy doesn't come a quarter inch off the seat. But then check out this weird pic. Look at this girl. She's got like a finger trick she's doing here, like pointing both ways. But if you look at it closely, I think it's actually the girl in the background, her finger, and then the little girl in the front, her finger. So, but it does look kind of tricky. Anyway, cool to see him hanging out the school and, helping the little youngsters there. All right, next one from linebacker Akeem Dent. Says, just got done grinding. Now time for lunch. Steak, broccoli, rice, and scalloped potatoes. And you got to love this because this is a man's meal, right? You got your steak, you got your rice, but then just to heck with it. We don't need no stinking ceramic plate. Just give me a plastic plate, plastic fork, and some A1 steak sauce. And let's round it out with Gatorade. So that's a man's man right there. Next one from Akeem says, little man tired as hell. He's got a picture of his doggy there on the left, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and on the right, just chilling out and getting some Z's, I guess. All right, next one, wide receiver Julio Jones. Now, this would be really cool, right? You get this tweet, it says, I'm having an autograph signing this Friday in Tuscaloosa at the University Mall from 4 to 8 p.m. It's like, cool. I always wanted to get Julio to sign my jersey or my hat. This is awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, it is cool if you have a $50 bill in your pocket, because that's what they were charging. Julio says, I apologize to all my fans and supporters for the signing today. $50 per autograph was outrageous. That was totally out of my hands. I love my fans. So this was hilarious. It's like, really, autographs for $50? I mean, come on. It's a recession. You got inflation happening. I mean, let's knock those things down to $5 or $10 and get those fans taken care of. Thomas DeCollett says, my second mom in middle school. I think I spent as much time at my real house as I did at hers with my dog. All right, and he shows a picture of him and this quote adopted mom. And check this out. Either she's really short or he must be like 8 feet tall or there's some combination thereof. Because this guy is so dang tall, he's actually having to lean into the picture, just to get in the frame there. So I don't know what's happening, but that guy must be a giant. And here's maybe why. He says, refilled on my Get Swalls. Appreciate y'all. And he's got a tweet here. And this guy's got something called Promisil and Complex X and Post RX and all this kind of stuff. So maybe, all these supplements he's shoving down his throat, maybe he just keeps getting taller and taller. I don't know. All right, moving on. Another tweet from the fullback Ovi says, anyone who wants to meet me and learn about the coolest green products and companies, meet me at the Alive Expo at the Georgia World Congress Center. So very cool, huh? Got an athlete here eating Popeyes, but also environmentally conscious and all about the green products today. So very interesting. Ray Edwards says, time with my son, priceless. There's a cool shot here with this little man in the foreground and him in the background just chilling at the couch. Must be in the living room there. All right, Ray Edwards comes in with another one, says, made my own 20-piece. Forget about McDonald's. And I'm thinking, what? 20-piece? Look at it. If you want to have it on McDonald's, you got to have some barbecue sauce, some honey mustard, throw a few fries in that plate. Oh, yeah, and here's the thing. You get that 20-piece right now, I think, for $4.99. So how much did it cost this guy to make it, right? I'm telling you, Mickey D's is tough to compete with. All right. And then I get this tweet from Ray Edwards, says, my babies have arrived. And I'm thinking, man, this guy had more kids. Maybe he had twins, right? No, what he had was twin motorcycles. And when I saw this, all I could think about was Big Ben from the Steelers. And I'm thinking, how he racked up his cycle and got hurt. I'm thinking, man, that's the last thing we need for these Atlanta Falcon players to be doing, is driving around motorcycles and getting in wrecks. So for the sake of him, for the sake of the team, let's hope he sticks to four wheels, right? All right, Tony Gonzalez back at it, says, coming along nicely. That's my mom in the background. It's a family affair. So check this out. He's planting a garden here. So this is a real Renaissance man. You think about it. One day he's, seasoning the wok. The next day he's flying to Singapore to eat some fish head. The next day he's planting a garden. This guy does it all. All right, Cliff Matthews. We got a thing from him, says, just posted a photo. And what has he got? The old school chicken and waffles right here, right? And just tearing it up old school style, right? And those are some big wings there. All right, Sean Weatherspoon says, what are your thoughts on the NFL Top 100 Players list? Should I be on it? I thought I was a shoo-in. You know what? I hate this Top 100 list. It just causes controversy. Either somebody's upset because they didn't make it, they're upset because their teammate didn't make it, they're upset because someone, a lesser player, made it to the list. You know what? Here's what the deal is. You want to judge the players? Let's look at their stats and let's look at what they did for their teams during the season, during the playoffs, and up to the Super Bowl. That's how we look at players, not some stinking list. Just my opinion. Anyway, moving on here. Last feel-good tweet of our program here says, had a good time at Reading Rocks last night, my old elementary school at Arcado. Always good to see the man. And check this out. He's got a shot with him here in the library, hanging out at his school. I love this. It's great to see Atlanta Falcon players tearing it up in the field, but I also like to see them off the field, doing good things, giving back to the community, and that's what's happening here. So good stuff. All right, so that wraps it up for this show, but we'd like to ask one small favor from you. We would like to take this show, which is currently a pilot episode, and make it something permanent come this NFL season. We want to do 17 weekly shows all season long, all about the Atlanta Falcons and their tweets, talking about what happened on the field and off the field. And if you can help us out with a contribution, that would be awesome so we can fund this program. We've got contributions you can make for $5, $25, $50 and on up. And the cool thing is we've got all kinds of perks associated with those different packages. So, you can get your name in the show, you can get your photo in the show, you can get a shout out, you can get a shout out to someone else if you want. You can even co-host the show. We got packages going all the way up to that. So take a look at this. It's at indiegogo.com/Atlanta-Falcons. And you can check this out. You can make a contribution, and let's make this show a reality for 2012. So until next time, go Falcons and go Sports Birdie.